we have 3 layers, ne?
Okay.
Emakhaya, we have elokishini, which is Kasi,
Okay.
and we also have burbs.
Okay.
So we would compare with how women are emakhaya if you're looking for a wife,
Okay.
how women are in the Kasi, how women are in the burbs. My expectations na mine in.
Okay.
Now?
So you wanna ask me what do you expect from Mchito Sekasi?
I first would like to know, what do you think of the men from emakhaya and then men from Ekasi and then men from the burbs? I don't know, have you dated maybe across? Would you say?
Yeah.
Okay. So what have you learned from men from emakhaya? What have you learned from men from Ekasi? What have you learned from men from burbs?
Well, Tingiti, let's start here. Like with Utanding, it's like dating and all that. From where I'm standing now, I can say Askagal told you like the true love that maybe we expect. Or maybe the thing that makes us is going in with expectations.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Because I would say, okay, with that guy was say Emakaya. Okay, he demands respect. Those guys demand respect.
Yeah.
And the more you give respect, the more abana that love.
Okay.
You know, you have to say yes to everything, you know.
More or less, yeah.
More or less.
Okay.
So, lapho like your micabango yakho or indlela ofuna ukwenza izinto ngayo, your input doesn't necessarily work.
Okay.
So he tells you, this is what I expect from you. This is what you need to be. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay,
so are my expectations maning from guys from Emakhaya?
They demand.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Or they expect you to be a certain way.
Yes, you become what they want you to be.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
All right.
Sharp.
And do you like that? Yes, no?
No.
Okay.
I can say no because I'm a very opinionated person.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my opinions, I do things differently.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Engage with different things.
Yeah.
I've worked in a industry that is most populated by guys.
Okay.
You see.
Yeah.
And like they would rather have you sit at home, take care of the house, clean, and then imali abakhulumela.
Yeah.
So if I give you money, you become what I want you to be.
Most of
them.
Yeah, it sounds more like men all over, but okay, yeah.
But say emakhaya awunayo lento leyo ukuthi okay, si discuss izinto kakhulu. Uzobeka umbono wakhe and then you would just have to admit or accept. You can share your view, but maseka decide.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay, more or less. Okay, let's go to the Kasi men.
Kasi guys, they are more lustful than loving. Lustful than loving.
Okay.
You have to be or look a certain way for them.
Yeah.
That's why you'd find most relationships with Kasi guys are not really. Or you'd rather be made assembly.
Yeah.
But also keep tying into that corner or whatever because maybe akafuna machita kubone. Or whatever. So, but there's not really that love thing.
Yeah.
It's either we settle in because we've got kids together and then see as I'm understanding.
You're saying guys from Kasi don't have love?
Don't really. There are certain things.
Last time
yes. There are certain things maybe they would love about you, but for a certain period, then comes another other person, then we are going to move on easily. As it's okay. Even though maybe it's okay now because we've got kids, see push the relationship to a certain level. But by the time I say call that push we're building really a family or whatnot.
Yeah. Kasi guys are lustful.
Very lustful.
And not committed. It sounds like that.
Hardly committed.
Yeah.
Hardly committed. Hardly.
Whereas Emakhaya, expectations, but they're committed.
They are very committed. Mangat umgam or umgam, you understand? Something that Marai if sine agreement of some sort as a husband and wife or as umgakho, then they pull through, they push through. You understand?
Okay, before we get to the Burbs, I'm trying to understand, why do you think Kasi guys are like that, and why do you think men from Emakai, men from Ekasi, men from Ekaya, why are they like that? Emakai, okay, you'd say maybe upbringing, bakhuliswe kahle.
Yeah, bakhuliswe kahle. Well, I can say sikhuliswe ngendlela ezihlukile, yes, from different families with different values.
Yeah.
You know, but when it comes to imindeni, I think most of our amachita sekasi, they're from broken families. Single mothers, or time alikhona mara they're not really paying attention to lokho because abakudala bebasemsebenzini most of the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
You would hardly find them going out with the family, but it's in a family day.
Hey.
Yeah, I understand.
So
unless
it's
a family time dinner endlini.
Yeah.
But you'd hardly find, but siyahamba siyaguphi abakudala.
Yeah. Okay, so you see that EU difference level.
Difference level. So
asibambe ngapha kuma-burbs ke.
Ema-burbs.
Men from the burbs compared to, not compared to, but what's the difference between
I could say from the burbs, I say it's I can say it's free, kulegile.
Yeah.
Like not that understanding between a person and the next one before we ban ne relationship, so they click.
Yeah.
Now okay, as much as we won't come to consider the society and all that, but abantu you come into my life as you are and we live as we asinandaba. You know, and sometimes we find it's no we are good because we accept each other for who we are.
Yeah.
And asenzela abantu.
So expectations. There's no expectations in the burbs.
Really not much.
Yeah.
Really not much, because I think maybe the understanding of the next person, you come and play a role into another person's life.
Yeah.
You not become part of their lives.
Okay. I understand the burbs.
So
maybe you must simplify it for me. Maybe speak to me like a 2-year-old to understand.
So as should I call you Trez or Gwena?
Gwena. Sure.
Yeah. So as Trez, siba another connection between the two of us.
Yeah.
You understand? Siphila the way thina sikhona ukuphilisana ngakhona. Asiphili the way thina like we are expected as husband. We live together. You become more friends than husband and wife.
Yeah. Akunama expectations than burbs.
Impilo yenu ni two.
Yeah.
You know, or you'll find more people being involved in the relationship.
Yeah, ngifuna ukuzwa the downside. Ngifila ngathi the burbs ngathi yonke into right.
Well, I haven't seen a downside. Maybe
in the burbs.
In the burbs, maybe the downside would be you hardly see abanye abantu because the person and I becomes everything to you.
Yeah.
That's why there's no connection with the rest of the family. So you're anywhere, maybe the economic whatnot. But the person that you're with becomes your life, becomes umuntu who is part of the life.
Nhlanhla, you have nothing to say bad about guys in the burbs. Mara Kasi men last full baninganugo. Yeah. From your perspective?
From my perspective.
And then Emakaya, my expectations, no freedom, maybe.
You hardly have that freedom,
Yeah, so it sounds more like you'd prefer being with brother Wasima burbs.
Yeah. I think maybe
I'm sure King has called my burbs.
Yeah, Zikon, but most of them they are faced with more like financial issues, because once you don't think a provider, then they think they are less of a man or whatever. Which is something everybody really goes through, you know, in almost all those relationships. So I'm not just say in the burbs, okay, most of them are in Tangenze Abu mama's baby. Like my mom this, my mom that. Something that maybe as a wife. Or,
that's the downside.
Yes, because sometimes their decisions more big. It's okay. This is something that we need to talk about. C2 as husband and wife, but now because it's my mom, mom comes first. Mom comes first. And so it's okay. Maybe when you do groceries or whatever, you need to consider mom.
Okay.
as much as nabafana basemakhaya, they do that now. Well, if you look at the Limpopo side, Boma Limpopo, what was vendors and banga food in mix. That's it.
Yeah, and I'm a petty man, and I know bahlale basihleka ngokuthi our mothers,
Bomma.
Limpopo vele.
Maybe. They just know good.
I don't know why basibrande kanjalo as petty man, but it is what it is. As much as maybe
I think it's how your guys come across. It's what you guys do. If it means you have to leave holiday yokuqala nje uma uyithola, maybe you've been working for you bomma. Hey, if bomma that they don't approve, then it's not happening.
Okay, so to close it, I'm trying to think, what would you like for there to be change? Go guys ebasemakhaya, guys ebasekasi, and guys from the burbs. From the burbs, I think already you're saying maybe babe a bit more independent and not okay, things are from it. I
said yonke indawo, I think let's lose who's twesangi ngama expectations or to live ngabanye abantu. Like accept the person that you're with. That I think that would work. And ungatholi umuntu ngoba ufuna fit in. Find someone who becomes part of your life, not somebody who fits in.
Who's this for? Emakhaya?
Everyone, all across, because maybe if you find umuntu usemakhaya who is more opinionated, then go by a problem, because you're not expecting them to think outside the box. Big limited, so this is how things are done. Everything is black and white. There's no color there.
Okay.
If it doesn't work, but if you start accepting a person for who they are, you can see it's okay. They bring certain colors into this life.
So Leo you brush again for the whole 3 parts of the man.
Yeah.
I'd like to believe would you spent a majority of your life nama guys from Ekasi.
Yeah.
I'd like to believe it. Whether as friends or whether as in a personal life and brothers. I don't know if you have brothers, but
do.
Yeah. So as a woman who's grown up in the Kasi and have seen different sides of the spectrum from Emakhaya to Ekasi to the burbs in terms of guys and men. From your, and it's the last question I'm asking.
Okay.
From your point of view, if you were to add, and I understand what you just said, but like if you were to just be honest and tell the guys from Ekasi, if you were to change this, isn't it in terms of relationships, and
I think from for Amachita Sekasi, let's just stop considering other people. When you're in a relationship, it's about you and your person. People have past. Maybe you have a past. Don't try and past with the relationship that you have now. Oh, consider people will always talk. So once you're in a relationship, consider the person you're with first. Like then they say abantu will come after. Yes, abantu bazothina, I think is what kills the gas. It's what kills, even not only in love, in relationships, but you start thinking abantu bazothina. So maybe must not stop a little.
Okay. It's a nice episode. I'm gonna cut it because and but hopefully we have another conversation soon regarding, because I'm liking your perspective and I'd like to hear more of it. TVC Love, don't forget to subscribe, comment if you want to comment, if you agree with something, disagree with something, comment more, like, and share.
Yeah.